and it's like a cluster of things have changed across social. How am I feeling about the space? It's like chaos, right? And it's like
Right.
it's not just the Musk and Twitter, it's like the rise of creator in the social space. I think like
Mm,
use just the term influencer, and I think there was this vapid thing that wasn't just an influencer, but I think it's really morphed, and now we really have a better term called creator, right? There are these digital creators creating a wide variety of content, right? And growing relationships in a way that organizations aren't. And so it's interesting. There's a ton of opportunity for organizations, but I think most organizations are still behind the ball in their digital strategy space,
yeah.
and that's doubly compounded by funders pulling back,
Yeah.
right? So that like at a time when people should be investing and still growing and thinking about how do we build for this current moment of digital, right? Like I don't think it's an era, but it's a moment. It's a different moment.
It's a
And
transition moment, I feel.
yeah,
Like it's almost like we're uncrumbling to then hopefully build something that makes more sense for society.
yeah,
That's the goal.
yeah, yeah.
But I mean, I think it's interesting because you're you're going from a period of relative stability within like the digital space, then the pandemic completely disrupted that. And now organizations have less time, finance, etc., to be able to know how to navigate this like kind of new emerging era or new emerging period of digital. Like, are there any things that you're noticing now that people need to be wary of or people need to lean into?
Totally agree that it was a relatively stable period. I think 2014, kind of 2014 to like, yeah, kind of almost to 2020, there
Yeah.
was like a stable trajectory, right? Like the platforms you had really come to know, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, were growing. Kind of
Mm-hmm.
what you could do on there was like fairly consistent year to year. And like page reach and engagement was a thing. And like you could reach people. And I think it's like not to understate how much has just flipped in the last 3 years.